Hello, I'm Teresa, your London organic grower. You may notice I'm not on the allotment today or in my greenhouse, and that's because I'm on holiday. But you'll be watching this vlog in a few days before I came on holiday, where I was frantically sowing and growing and pricking out vegetables all ready for when I get back. So I'm going to show you that vlog because I didn't have time to edit the filming, so I thought I'll bring you along on holiday with me. So I hope you enjoy the clip and watching me be very stressed, and now I'm very relaxed. So I've got 2 trays of rainbow chard and 2 trays of Bolt Hardy beetroot that I've popped in. And these are cluster sown, so there's 3 seeds in the cell in all of these, so they're multi-sown. So that must be another tray of Bolt Hardy beetroot, and this is the other tray of rainbow chard. And they're coming up, considering they're just in a cold greenhouse, they're coming up really well. So I'm not worried about those, they'll be fine. And if we get a bit of a cold snap, so be it. And then I popped in a whole tray of different sorts of brassicas. Red cabbages, green cabbages, cauliflowers, calabries, kohlrabis, all sorts of things. And they sprung up far too quick for my liking. I think we had a little bit of warm weather and they all just popped up. So I'm hoping with the cold weather they'll control themselves and not get too big, but if they do, I've got somebody who is going to come and pop them up for me. We've got some lettuces here as well, and I've just got to move you over here. And these are some flower plants that I've grown and some lettuces at the back. And I planted up a load of sweet peas ready for selling when I get back, so they should be up, and by the time we sell them I can prick the tops up and they'll bush out and they'll be great for when I'm selling them. And down on the bottom shelf I've got this one grow light because it's a little bit dark here that's on a timer. So I've got some spinach, some Chinese veg, lettuces that will definitely be ready for me to plant when I get back, some cabbages, some more Chinese veg, and some herbs, and some more lettuces, and some flowers. And over here, sorry about that, I've got some cabbages, some flowers, cornflowers, the red sorrel that I planted up, and these will be for sale. A few onions, sweet peas for myself on the allotment and the garden, some more lettuces. And all of this has just been in a cold greenhouse, so they've done well. I've potted up, I had a big pot of mint that was struggling, so I've just split that up and that's doing well. And I'll plant that out as well. So some more cabbages, some more cornflower, a couple of calabries. And in here, just giving it a little bit of protection just because I've got it, there's some Tokyo cross, which are turnips, so they'll be coming out in a day or two. A friend's coming over to take them out of here. And I've got some spring onions that are, I think I saw just beginning to germinate, but I might have been imagining that. But it won't be long and they'll be up as well. And then down here are some more brassicas and some borage for flowers, for edible flowers. And some violas again for edible flowers, some shallots and some peas in here,
And along here I've just popped these in, so these will be sort of ready when I come. So at the moment they just look like trays of soil. So in here are peas and a few trays of broad beans. I noticed that I lost a few in the very cold weather, so I've just put a couple of trays in to fill the spaces. So yeah, this is the greenhouse, and hopefully everything will be wonderful when I get back. And in a way, I have to stop worrying about it now. I've set this little propagator up here, and so popped in loads of seeds in here. I can just lift the lid a little bit. There we go. So in here are mainly things like chilies, sweet peppers, aubergines, and things like that will grow while I'm away. And as I said, someone's coming to check on them, so if they need to be potted up or moved out of here, somebody else will do that. And I can actually see the tomatoes have germinated. Oh my gosh, that was really quick. But they will be looked after. I have to be confident. And we'll turn the propagator off, but the lights can stay on. Or I've got another propagator next door. It doesn't have any heat, but it has some lights on it, so the seedlings could be moved over into this cool propagator, but it does have good lighting. And there's nothing on these shelves because you'll see in the greenhouse I have a load of brassicas, so should they all need to go somewhere, then I have this shelf here ready for them to come in and be popped on here. And over here we have some fennel that are coming up now, and some celeriac, some coleus, the flowers, some antirrhinums, some more celeriac and celery over here. They're really slow growers, so I'm not really too worried about these. These will be fine while I'm away. And down here is a bit more fennel, and you can see that they're all starting to germinate. And I'm not really too worried about those, they'll be fine. A few extra peppers that weren't ready to be potted up, but they'll last. And then underneath here are a whole ton of chilies, sweet peppers, aubergines, and things like that. And these are for my own garden, some early ones to go in the greenhouse. And they'll be looked after while I'm away. So there's a lot going on, and a little bit stressful to have done all of this before going away on holiday, I must say. So I think there's a note to self about how to plan your holiday, when to go, and how much you can do before you go, and just leave them in the care of others, which I'm sure that they will be perfectly fine. And if they're not, they're not. It's not the end of the world. It's the beginning of the season. I can resow all of this stuff should a problem arise, but I doubt it. I'm sure that they'll be absolutely fine. And sometimes you just got to go on holiday, haven't you? There's no holding back. It's a lovely day. I'm back on the allotment and I'm trying to do a few jobs. I'll bring you down here because, whoa, I have a lovely tray of peas that I'm going to put in along here. So I've just made the holes and I'm going to be popping these peas in. I put them in late January, I think, and these are a hardy pea, podding pea, so I'm going to just pop those in there. And because I haven't got a stand, I'm holding you and I'm holding the peas. So I'm going to put you down for a second. So I've made the holes for popping the peas in, and I just we'll pop out a cell. So I'll just pop out a cell like this, if you can see it. Beautiful. A little bit root bound, but they'll romp away. And then I shall pop them in to the hole, just like that. Push it in, and that's planted. And I shall do this row and come back. I'll show you when I've finished. We've finally got some dry weather, and we've been collecting leaves since last autumn, and now we are trying to chop them up so that they're nice and a lot finer, like this, to put in our, we've got a compost bin that's specifically for the leaves, so this means that it will rot down a lot quicker and should be ready to use in 1 year's time. But it's a lot of leaves and hard work, but I know that we'll appreciate it in the end. So that's the leaves all chopped up now. We do have more, but they're too wet, so they're in the compost bin. They're a lot finer, and when I've chopped them up like this, then the leaf mould has been ready in about a year. So that'll be great. That will go on the potatoes.
So from a very hot Thailand, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, happy growing, and I'll see you back in a very cold, wet London.